Still undefeated, here is Khamzat Chimaev making the walk tonight as a middleweight. A lot of people think eventually he's going to be a UFC champion, and he's got a big fight in front of him tonight.
I mean, this guy's a monster, you know, from his mindset to the way that he competes. Khamzat Chimaev is one of those guys that passes the eye test. The moment you laid eyes on him, you said, this kid has something special about him. He has great wrestling, he has great striking, he has great cardio. The guy has it all. And I'm so excited to once again watch him compete and sit here in his seat and call his fight.
The work ethic has never been an issue, perhaps the diet at times when it comes to getting down to 170 pounds, but this man is a problem and ready to impose his will here tonight. Khamzat Chimaev enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, South Africa is on the World Mixed Martial Arts map, largely courtesy of the elite middleweight Dricus du Plessis. And he got a lot of respect from his peers after beating Robert Whittaker at UFC 290. You had to look far and wide for any of his fellow fighters to be picking du Plessis going into that fight. And not only did he beat Whittaker, he bludgeoned him and got him out of there by TKO in round 2. That laid the foundation for a title fight for Dricus du Plessis. This man is a physical force, hardened by his upbringing in South Africa. Excited to see what he can do with the opportunity tonight, DC. All right, both fighters have entered the octagon, and this massive fight is nearly upon us, ready to go from Anaheim at the Honda Center with one of the biggest fights of the year. And now our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Here once more, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Khamzat Chimaev. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Dricus du Plessis.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
Well, it must be a big night if the UFC has descended upon Anaheim, California. Good to have you with us from Honda Center here tonight. We have had so many big championship nights in this building. I remember UFC 214, 3 title fights on the line. A lot to be contested here tonight.
When the UFC goes to Anaheim, they make sure they bring big fight cards, 3 title fights at UFC 214. What history are you going to make tonight in this arena where so many titles are changing?
Big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land. Early round 1 action here, and just like that,
he's isolating an arm. There it is. He's on the armbar now.
Oh, he's got a strong grip on that arm. He's
starting to extend the elbow.
There you go. Now you got it. Now you got it. Stay tight. Finish it. Finish it.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Oh, nice combination of ground and pound here by du Plessis.
Getting them out here. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. That was a slick transition. Oh, good defense, yes.
Lands with the ground and pound. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, huge ground strike there. I can see the Cutman's actually getting excited. All right, so a grueling battle on the ground, and no surprise, the crowd pops in appreciation. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, Superman punch. 45 seconds to go here in round one. Really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block. Full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the Cutman's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure, but nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, back to the stools we go, and it's starting to look like a second mouth on his cheek.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, the guy is getting hit with big shots. One big enough to open up a nasty cut on his cheek. While it's in a better spot, it still is very difficult to deal with.
Like if he absorbs another strike on that cheek, he might actually be able to eat through that cut on his cheek. I'm just saying.
He's got a big mouth.
All right, now a little separation between the two fighters. Beautiful technique on the straight right hand. There's that patented single.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Khamzat Chimaev. Another ground and pound strike gets home. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Chimaev's in half guard. Nicely done.
Oh, right into mount.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud. Chimaev's back in full mount. Oh, there's another ground strike for good measure. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Oh, that Kimura looks tough.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out. Great defense by this fighter.
You need to work on standing up. It's work.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. But at least staying busy on the bottom. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Du Plessis. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Du Plessis has got full mount now. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
In the half guard.
Du Plessis back in full mount. Final seconds of the round. All right, round 3 coming up next.
Stop.
All right, listen, you did good that round, but I need you to do a little bit better. You do close to the distance and grabs you, I need you to avoid that takedown, okay? Let's not worry about it.
All right, DC, we got a few clips of the damage done in that round. Can see where things really started to escalate.
Yeah, really open up that cut, John. The blows are just devastating. He's got to get out of the way more. I mean, if this guy won't do it himself, somebody's got to help him.
Yeah.
Because you cannot keep taking these types of shots.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Du Plessis gets caught with that punch. Don't be afraid to get that head off the center line.
I want you to make that cut worse now.
Block that one.
Khamzat Chimaev gets the takedown.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chimaev.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Side control now.
More elbows.
Chimaev's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground.
Like that.
All right, side control now. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Massive shot from the top.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Khamzat Chimaev.
And now he's in side control.
Oh, could get a finish soon. Looks like a Darce choke. That Darce is tight.
Oh, he's got him in tight now, yo.
Oh, he got out.
He did a great job of getting his hips away and getting back to his back in order to defend that Darce choke. Beautiful ground strikes landed. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Du Plessis getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up. A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Knee on belly.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter. He's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here. Saved by the bell. There is the final horn. He was getting grounded. He was getting pounded just at the end of the round. So you see, he's taken some of this time here to get back to his feet. Only 60 seconds on the clock between rounds. We will see if this young man can recover. Well, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. A lot of good work on the ground.
You knew, John, going into the fight, that if he was able to get this fight to the floor, he would have the most success, and you saw it in that exchange. He was able to get posture, land some really good ground and pound as the round came to an end.
You ready? You ready?
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. Fourth round is underway. What is the fighter's mentality when you enter those seminal championships? Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up. But he cannot be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, man, another strike gets through. This could be over soon. Well, Oh, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Chimaev.
He's got to be careful here. Nice.
Relentless pressure from the top by Khamzat Chimaev. Ground and pound strike there now. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up. Dude's in real danger now. He gets hit once again on that swollen area, and you can see the ringside position starting to get a bit antsy. He may take a look.
Oh, crucifix from the top position, DC. If you're on the bottom, what are you trying to do to get out?
On the bottom, you've got to start bridging. You've got to drive your feet and your heels into the mat. Start bridging and turning side to side, hoping that one of the arms slip through the cracks so that you can try to get back to a position where you can defend yourself.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. A lot of top pressure being applied here. Under a minute to go. All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Chimaev's able to transition back to side control now.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Oh, good ground and pound here. Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Du Plessis' eye may not recover, folks. You can see the visible damage. It is nearly completely swollen shut at this point in time. Referee is watching things closely. I wouldn't be surprised, candidly, if the doctor stops the fight here between rounds. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good, and that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
So here it is, folks, 5th and final round. And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Oh, how technical is that? Nice straight punch. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, champ, I don't see that well, but it's hard to miss the redness underneath that elbow. A lot of bodily investment from his opponents tonight.
Yeah, it's an investment, John. It may not pay dividends right now, but the more you go there, the more damage you do, eventually it will show itself. And right now, it's starting to show.
That'll do it! Khamzat Chimaev, as many style points as you could produce. Whoa!
Oh, my Lord.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 15 seconds of round number 5. declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Khamzat Chimaev, your winner by knockout here tonight. Not quite as quick as